Welcome into Fantasy AI. Moving on. Alright, welcome back to the computer room. We're going to look at where we're at after 3 weeks. Got some who would ever thought Lamar, Barkley, Jennings. But we're going to look to and Neighbors peeking in there. We're going to be looking where we're at through 3 weeks. But first, 4 quarters and 7 points ago, we set forth to draft our best team for this year. We made an attempt to get the players that were going to be scoring the most. And how did we perform? We'll see. But first, let's take a look here at Fantasy. Hold on, Fantasy Rehash Break. We're going to go back to the final ranking of running backs. One of the last videos I did before the draft started. So we're going to start off here with Jordan Mason was my biggest difference maker. Right? Walter Brennan would say, hey, no brag, just fact here. I'm not here to brag. I'm just wanting to show who my top ones were. Just so happens they happen to be good. Jordan Mason was my difference maker. It's sure quite the difference so far, right? Yeah, my differences were I had him ranked 38th, and this is he was ranked 49th. This comes right from that final ranking show. I went and grabbed these the data here. So, and then up next, I had Blake Corum. Now, hey, that's kind of a miss. You know, I'll go with that. Nothing's happened yet. It's a long season. We're only through 3. So we'll see how that plays out. Brian Robinson Jr., of course, is doing awesome. I thought it made a great call there. And Chuba Hubbard. You know, he's been serviceable through these first few weeks. And, of course, David Montgomery. I had him 12th. They had him as high as 17th consensus coming in. I knew better than that. I don't know what they're thinking there in them consensuses. And my top not so good players. Here's I was 6 off of Zamir White. They had him ranked 18th. I should have had him lower. I had him 24th. But hey, I told you to lay off. Did you lay off? Every once in a while, as opposed to Wizard of Oz, pay attention to the man in front of the green curtain here. All right, man. Next up, we had Isaiah Pacheco now. He got hurt, and it's only 3 weeks, so I ain't a genius here, but I was a little down on him. Tony Pollard, well, I wasn't really high on him too much, and he's kind of about, I have him 26th here, and he's 26th currently. Breece Hall, they had him 2nd. I had him 6th. I think he's about 8th or 9th. I'm not sure. We'll check into him later. And Gibbs, same thing. They had him a little bit too high. I had Montgomery a little higher, or they're right next to each other. So, and it's early. But hey, we just wanting to go through a couple of those earlier things. And one more. I did a whole video on lightning strikes twice, how you should get a rookie. It just so happens to my number 1 pick was Malik Neighbors. Pretty good track record. Stick along here. Now we're going to go through some targets and catches and who's got the points. Let's take a little swing around the league. Starting in Baltimore. Baltimore's the number 1 team offense. Coming in with hard to stop the dynamic duo Lamar Jackson, number 1 quarterback, and the number 3 running back, Derrick Henry. A lot of juice there. And the number 2 offense is Philly. No big surprise here in these top ones. The teams closest to me in the picture here are the favorites to go to the Super Bowl, preseason favorites. Things may have changed a little bit. Number 2 offense, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, number 4 quarterback, and the number 1 running back doesn't hurt here. Barkley's going crazy. We liked him going in. And Jalen Hurts is doing great too. You know, number 4 quarterback in scoring. So the Philadelphia, no surprise, number 2 offense. Move over to San Francisco. I see all the ones on the top row here seem to be the best offenses. How about San Francisco with the number 3 offense? Brock Purdy keeping them going. You know, Christian McCaffrey out. getting a big goose egg for the season. But Jordan Mason's been doing good filling in. Like that Jordan Mason there. And could you believe they got the number one wide receiver? Well, you wouldn't be shocked if you were thinking one of the other ones. But how about Jawan Jennings? Had that blowout game. Showed up in the other, injuries to Debo. We got the injuries there. Holdout on Ayuk. Jennings coming to play. And George Kittle doing pretty good down here at number 6. Tight end fantasy finish. Or that's what they are ranked currently in their thing. How about Detroit? No surprise they're in the number 4 offense. They were 3rd and 4th the last couple of years. Just right where they should be now. You might have thought you'd be getting a little bit more out of golf. Here is the 23rd ranked quarterback in scoring. Well, they've been doing it on the ground here a little bit. Number 4 team in rushing, you can see here. With it, they have their own dynamic duo. Montgomery here, 8th running back currently, and Gibbs 14th, you can see here. So, hey, they're in one of the top offense. They're in Green Bay. Got a lot over here in the NFC. Top offenses. Number 5 offense, Jordan Love, of course, that first game, but been doing it with, hey, right here, Jaden Reed. He had an explosive game, help him win that. But, Josh Jacobs filling in too. We got him. They got a full house there. But they are the number 1-5, and the rushing is what's getting it. Manuel Wilson here. A little bit too with Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs looking pretty solid there. So that's some of the good offenses. Let's look at some disappointments. Start with Kansas City. They got the 14th ranked offense. Not liking that too much. Patrick Mahomes, a 15th ranked quarterback. I just traded him. I got Justin Jefferson in the trade. Justin Jefferson was hurt that week. I made it a week or two ago. I think I told you guys about it. But I got him off him a little bit. Now, Worthy, got a good rookie here. Rice doing number 5. Rice is, of course, doing his job. But I'm just middle of the road. We got running back problems. Carson Steele is the new running back there, I guess. Going with him. We'll see about that. So then how about Cincinnati over here? Coming into 15th ranked offense, not doing so good. Of course, we were down on them. If you listen to some of my videos, I'm not, they're pumping up Joe Burrow. He's 16th ranked quarterback. Oh, but he didn't. Well, yeah, 16th ranked, or finished right now. He's finished. And how about Jamar Chase? Here's 11th. Everybody pumping him up. He had great last week. He almost caught me. But he had some duds in the first weeks there. So, of course, you wouldn't go off of him, so you were probably still playing him. But hey, 6th in passing, 15th ranked team though. Zach Moss, he's the one that I remember. If Zach Moss is going to be the guy, Chase Brown got a few points here that last game. And then Monday night, Alec always trying to get him in there. But anyway, that's Cincinnati's kind of a disappointment. Ooh, what about Miami? Number 16 offense. No one would have guessed that. Number 1 offense, I believe, last year. Of course, 2 will be hurts. Skylar Thompson. Now, if you got a lot of Tyreek Hill, who's the 24th receiver, Waddle, the 46th receiver, that's going to all get rearranged here because the team 16th offense isn't doing too good without Tua. And A-Chain's keeping up his bargains, though. Coming on doing some good here. Got him currently the 13th ranked, but he's been doing really good, getting some good points, or especially those first 2 games. Woo. So Miami's been kind of a disappointment. How about Dallas over here disappointing here at number 9 team offense? Hey, at least they're top 10. Dallas is saying. But just can't get that running game going. Number 1 in pass, 30th in rush. So CD, he been doing all right. He got averaging 10 points a game. I guess if you paid a lot of money for him, you said, hey, fantasy AI, he ain't doing all right. A lot invested in him. Running backs sharing a bunch of nothing, 37th and 39th. You kind of knew that going in. There wasn't really nothing you're going to be able to hear. I question all the talent here. I'm surprised they're number 9. That's good tribute to Dak Prescott here. Look at that. Whew, that last game. So he's averaging 15 points a game, coming in at the 8th ranked quarterback. So how about Buffalo? Josh Allen's doing all right. He's the number 3rd quarterback. Had just come off a big game, but the team's 13th. Right? About even there, 13th, 14th passing. But James Cook's doing all right here. Number 4 running back, 17 points a game. He's doing all right. Of course, there is no receiver to really settle in on, but Shakir here, he's 9.67. It's almost 10 points a game. He'd be the number 1 receiver there. So just look at some of the spinning around. Look at some of the good and bad teams, right? So let's take a look at how about some of the running back individuals that are doing some good here. All right. Well, first up, we got Saquon Barkley coming in number 1 running back here. Look at that, 25 points a game, 24.8. Now, of course, that can't keep up, but he's been doing good. How about Kamara? Just got nosed out by Barkley here. He was leading the first 2 weeks, 23.9. I mean, now Barkley, we kind of expected. I had him ranked 2 or 3 coming in. Kamara, I had him, 17th, 18th, I think, 19th, 20, I don't know. But I liked it. He had a nice schedule, I remember. Derrick Henry, how you going to stop him? And Lamar Jackson. I mean, he's getting warmed up now. Number 3 running back. Cook's doing all right here, too, 17.5. You got James Cook. Oof. Doing good, 17 points a game. We like that. How about Kyren Williams, 17.4? I mean, a lot of these are familiar names up here. Didn't have Jonathan Taylor coming in at 16.6. We'll go through the top 10 here. And Breece Hall. He's doing all right here, too. 4, 6, 7th. I mean, some people had him, too. It's early yet, but that Braylon Allen guy's coming on. Got a couple touchdowns. I got to watch out for him. And Montgomery, coming in here at 8th, is it? 15.5 touchdown a game. I won't dwell on him, but I really like him. How about Jordan Mason? I'm fortunate I did in one of my leagues took McCaffrey. I was fortunate to take Mason in both leagues. I have two leagues, and took Mason in both. And Zach Charbonnet, not quite the sharing I was complaining about in the preseason with Seattle. I mean, Walker did good the first game. Charbonnet's been solo in the last 2, getting some good points there. So you better have one without the other, Hey, if you're liking what you're seeing, please hit that like. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notify, wherever that's at. But hit that subscribe or like. Come back. Let's look at. All right, let's swing over to wide receivers and look at the top 10 real quick. Juwan Jennings, number 1. San Francisco, a lot of other problems at wide out there. So he fills in and does great. Just a great offensive mind there in San Francisco. Of course, he's going to do good. So moving on to Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is the number 2, 45.5. If you saw my rookie lightning videos, I said, get out there and get yourself a rookie. I picked him as the top chance to be the rookie lightning every so often. If you look at that video, I hope you took Neighbors. I took Worthy, unfortunately, but like I said, our drafting philosophy is you take what comes to you. Neighbors was a little too expensive, and Worthy was cheap, so I took Worthy as my rookie lightning. But always get a rookie. And I had Neighbors picked as number 1. How about Justin Jefferson coming in number 3? I saying I just made a trade for him. I traded Mahomes a week ago. We didn't know if I traded when Justin Jefferson. We didn't know if he was going to be out or not. So, but I offloaded Mahomes, got Justin Jefferson. The guy was in a bind. I traded with. He had like the all-star Tua. Everyone that got hurt, he had as his quarterbacks. So he was desperate. So instead of lowballing him and giving him some of the junk like I had Bo Nix, I traded him Holmes and got me some good player. Now, you might think of that too when you're making trades and offering trades. People don't like lowball offers that you ain't going to get in. Ooh, Chris Godwin, number 4. I'd like to formally apologize. I said he was an also-ranner. like one of those also-ranners in the race. I said, well, if you're looking for a 30th ranked receiver where you can get Chris Godwin. Well, they're showing me 14.4 game. Mike Evans is looking on and say, what about me? What the heck's going on here? Good call on that Chris Godwin. A step ahead of me. I saw him 30th again. Anyway, can't be him, rent them all. Rashee Rice comes in number 5 for Kansas City. Bright spot on their team. Some other problems going on. Jaden Reed had that explosive first week. Comes in here. 13.5. No shame there. That's pretty good ranking there. Nico Collins rising above all that sharing there in Houston was worried about. Well, yeah, Tank Dell is not getting anything. That's the problem there. So Nico Collins is looking pretty good here. 13 points a game. Just right where he left off last year. DK Metcalf throwing the ball more in Seattle. New coaching. So that Grubb's offense. So they're passing the ball around. We're liking him. He's doing really good. JSN's doing kind of good, better than expected there too. How about Marvin Harrison Jr.? Neighbors better look out. Another rookie breathing down his neck. Might get that rookie lightning. So you always like to have one of those on your teams. And how about Alec Pierce coming here at number 10? No one expected that. Well, in Indy, what he can do is throw the long ball. Precision passing, Pittman, ooh, you look out. You're going to be going deep to Alec Pierce there. And we're already done with the top. Oh, just Jamar Chase peeking in outside the top 10 again. Peeking in, you're out. All right, let's move on. Let's go back and look at a couple more teams pop around here. What about here in Carolina? Andy Dalton's getting in there. Had a good first week. Now, what's that going to do to his receivers here? Deontay Johnson, well, look at him. He had a little pickup where we got some competent quarterbacks in there. Is Deontay Johnson going to get hot? Well, it plays Cincinnati this week and 24th schedule this week, so I don't know. But long-term, Miss Leggett might be coming on. I don't know. It might be too early to pick him up. He made a little noise here, but Adam Thielen's hurt, right? So if Adam Thielen gets hurt, out, Leggett moves up the feeding order, right? So Chuba Hubbard, hey, he's doing pretty good here. He's got some good points there, but hey, Cincinnati just popping around in there. What about over here in the Giants? Of course, Malik Neighbors is doing good. I was hot on Singletary too. Hey, keep going. Devin Singletary. He's got an easy week this week too. Easiest schedule against Dallas. But so, okay, I plan to put out another video this week with who I like to start this week. Maybe give you guys some heads up on who I'd like to start, and he might be one of them. There was especially with the number one schedule. But look for that video later in the week here. And that's how about Jaden Daniels here, number 2 quarterback. I'm lucky enough to have him in one league. You know, let him come to me. Got him cheap. I think I paid $1. But anyway, Brian Robinson Jr. is doing good here too. I like him. Now, Austin Eckler got a concussion there. Now, Austin Eckler looked good that last game, didn't he? So, got to be wary here. But Brian Robinson Jr. is going to keep on trucking. You know, so I'm keeping my eye out on Noah Brown here too. Hey, you know, they don't have a lot. Terry McLaurin here's had struggles. He did this last game did good. They said this offense is designed more to throw it to the receiver and let him go get the yards after the catch. Well, that's not really his ball game. I don't know. That's why he's not doing so good, I imagine. Kyler Murray and Arizona's looking good here. Team 7 offense. James Conner doing what James Conner does. 17th. How about Marvin Harrison Jr. here at 9? He's doing good, what we expected. That's right where we put him coming in. So they're doing good. Saints have been kind of a surprise here. Number 10 offense. Alvin Kamara leading the way, obviously. But, hey, Chris Olave's down. Hope you're not losing out on him a little bit to Shaheed here at 15th ranked. Now, Shaheed did nothing last week, but them 2 explosive first game. So a lot of people getting a little higher on Shaheed now. Derek Carr's doing good. Unfortunately, that Taysom Hill supposedly coming back. And that probably put a little, I don't like when they use him. Disrupts the offense and the flow. All right, how about Minnesota, Sam Darnold? Number 7 quarterback there. Looking good there. I like that. And keeping my Justin Jefferson afloat. I said that coming in. I said, hey, if nothing else on this Sam Darnold, I remember telling you guys in preseason, he got 56 games started. Was a number 3 overall pick. He's got the physical credentials, but I don't know. I didn't. Hey, I went in there. Did I tell you no? Sam Darnold wasn't going to be the 7th quarterback. I didn't say that, but I said he would do enough to keep Justin Jefferson fed. And how about Aaron Jones fed, number 11th? Look at that, doing real good. Now, only reason I mean, of course I liked Aaron Jones like that, but the only reason I was down on him a little bit is worried about him getting hurt. Hurt a lot last year, getting older. Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield, number 6. Problem is there, Christian Godwin's doing good. Mike Evans not doing so good, right? So, how about around the horn? How about Seattle? Geno Smith, number 12 here, doing pretty good. Got him the team offense. Been throwing the ball a lot. DK Metcalf, number 8. Looking good this week, too, with a 6th schedule. Playing at Detroit. Detroit's banged up a little bit in the secondary, haven't they been? So he still might do good. Look, Geno's got JSN to throw to. Tyler Lockett showed up last game a little bit. So, hey, Seattle, they're going to be passing. One Sam Howell's here lurking in case Geno runs into some problems. And that would be a great sleeper quarterback still probably out there. I don't know how deep you go and what you need, but keep an eye out there especially something happens to Geno. How about Bears? Disappointment. Boy, am I glad I didn't get Caleb Williams. He has an easier week this week. See how he does. Hey, he's been bringing down DJ Moore, who I was high on. Apologize. I mean, hey, I like DJ Moore, but the offense there's just gone to nothing. Keenan Allen, of course, not been doing. Rome's been picking up the slack there, but just a bad offense so far. Hey, buy when it's down, though. If you can get DJ Moore dirt cheap, let's do it. Although I've noticed that he likes that Rome Odunze more, Caleb Williams. And a little secret here, Roshan Johnson got in the game last week, started playing him. He looked good. So is he going to – the Swift had been doing nothing. 4 points a game, 4.5 points a game. Well, we laid off of him because we didn't like it because of all the sharing. Well, now maybe Roshan Johnson going to get his turn of sharing. So that's some Bears action. What about disappointment here for the Rams? Feel bad for them. Both Cooper Kupp's hurt. Puka Nakua's hurt. Relying on Demarcus Robinson here. Kyron Williams still doing good, though. So, hey, if you got him, just keep going. Easy week this week, too. 10th schedule, Chicago. Hopefully he'll keep things rolling for you. Ooh, how about Atlanta here? 20th ranked offense. Slow start for Kirk Cousins, currently ranked 26th. I don't know about this Michael Penix Jr. too. Might keep an eye on that. But, of course, I'd like to keep an eye on him. I don't have him pictured. All right, how about Jordan Love? Of course, that's bad that he got hurt. Kind of sucks there. But, hey, Jaden Reed, doing good. So we've been through some of these teams. So, Kansas City, like we said, we struggled. Went through them. Houston, hey, team 11th offense. C.J. Stroud's been struggling a little bit. We were off him. But Nico's been doing good. And Stephon Diggs. Odd man out is Tank Dell. Hey, maybe you can get Tank Dell really cheap somewhere. Because if something happens to one of these other guys, you still got a good passing team. And Cam Akers is the one to kind of keep your eye on right now. Going to get to start this week, possibly. Gets the number 2-6 team. Boy, that sure is nice. So that's a little bit of Houston there. Jets, Aaron Rodgers. Well, we didn't ever expected him to be the saver. Garrett Wilson, 40th. Just not. I mean, Breece Hall's doing good. Right? He's 7th. That's not bad, but he got Braylon Allen breathing down his neck. Big old guy come in there and steal some touchdowns. He got 2, but 1 was receiving. So Braylon Allen getting a little noise there for the Jets. Woo, one of the surprise teams, I guess, on winning 2 games was their team offense 25th. Rush team's pretty good, but J.K. Dobbins Kind of cooled off here last week, but was the hit the first 2 weeks. Staying healthy so far. Keep playing him while you can. Browns, disappointment here. I am surprised that I'm just shocked that he's the 14th quarterback right now, Deshaun Watson. Don't like him. Mari Cooper, boy, the last game, without save that, he wasn't doing very good. I don't know. I still don't like that combination there. Jerry Jeudy seemed to be the favorite so far as targets. And Jerome Ford doing enough to stay on. That's right where we expected, but like a little bit more. And moving down to Jacksonville, been a huge disappointment here. Right? So, been a huge disappointment for Jacksonville. But that's just some of the teams that we've been looking at here. How about Pittsburgh? Justin Fields keeping the job, just hasn't been doing. I mean, hey, the last week all right, like a little bit more running. 90 yards rushing. He's played 3 games. That 30 rushes a game, 30 yards. We need more from a running quarterback. That's why we ranked him so high. Well, no, we didn't have him ranked high. Heck, you got him cheap and very cheap. But free round was where I got him. But, all right. Well, that's about it. Indy's been a big disappointment. Anthony Richardson, well, yeah, it's the running. Got 100 yards in the thing, but passing just terrible. Ask Pittman about it. Ranked 78th, nothing. Josh Downs been hurt. Alec Pierce is the one getting some points here on those long shots. Running under him. Jonathan Taylor staying above water. I don't know how. Bad offense. But moving on, how about, the Raiders. Not looking good here either. So, not no surprise. I've even moved Alexander Madison up to the number 1 running back spot. So, hey, that's a swing around the league. Did I get to Tennessee? No, I didn't. 29th offense. Not much to look here. Will Levis has been a disappointment. Tony Pollard's been kind of a surprise, I guess, at 26th here. But he was doing pretty good. So far, so good. Looking good there. So, how about Denver? Well, Bo Nix, I had to surprise start him last week. I got so lucky there because I traded away my Mahomes. I did, so I got a quick, easy game out of him there. I was kind of happy with that. But the rest, Javonte Williams, very big disappointment. Now, I think we got our long term when this Estime gets back. Eventually, he's going to be the guy, I think. So keep an eye out for him, and see how that works out. And one last one, New England here. I still have Drake May in there, 32nd. Is anybody surprised they're the 32nd offense? No, that's what we said in coming in. Now, I am surprised Ramondre Stevenson's got so many. Well, last week, no. But some points so far, so good. 18th. Hey, maybe if you could trade off of him, I wouldn't be worried about doing that any. So, all right. Thanks for joining in. Keep an eye out. I'll put a video out later. This week, maybe. Come around for the crew.